The only go-getter I see is just happens to be the ones on the wrong end of your Rudy-Tooty point-and-shooty.
Ain't nothing but business, which you should be minding, you little-livered coward.
Don't you see? This is my business. It's my duty to be looking after the safety of this here town. What's up, proxies? Glad to be back. And as you can see, been working on a new setup. So welcome to my now new style, the Ogre Cave. And also, I have my Santa coat on because it is the holidays and I want to be festive in light of my track that just recently released on my list. So if you haven't heard it yet, check it out. It's probably going to be your new holiday favorite. But all that aside, thanks for being patient with me and giving me time to come back. I've been working on a few new things to try to start prepping for my debut. And that means that the few things that you'll be seeing in my future streams from now on are going to be some of the elements that I wish to incorporate into that same debut and going further on. Also today, I'm going to have my little Lily AI guest with me. So you guys will get to interact with Navi today. And we are going to start something off a little bit different. Before we start off with something different, if you see the little thing at the top there, I am taking song requests from now on because I am running a DJ set. So, in between breaks, or if I decide that it's time to play some music, I'll take up song requests and add it to my list. If not, I'll just play off my playlist and see how everything's good from there. There are 2 songs that were submitted to my challenge yesterday. So, with that being said, I'm going to make sure that those get played in the next songs that we do. So, kudos to the 2 people that stepped up and actually took the challenge. For all of you that just passed by and sent me a bunch of hearts, how dare you? I am so mad at you. You could have taken the challenge, but you did. You just said, I'm going to heart this video and swipe on beautiful, disgusting people. Anyway, I love you all. I understand you are just as absent-minded as I am, and you see cool videos and you just want to keep scrolling on. Go to the next one. Alright, so, passing all that, it's time to start up my new section of Ogre Cave. I am going to be covering some of the latest internet news of the entertainment world. I'm not going to be covering a whole bunch of politics or all that drama and crap. If you want politics and all that stuff, take it somewhere else. We don't do that here. This is a comfortable place for us to get positive vibes and look towards the future, and then maybe even go over a few things to debate. That's nerd culture for all my lovely nerds out there. So just let's go ahead and get that set up. Give me just a second. That's huge. That's what she said. I didn't expect that to be right up in my face when I did that. And now my screens have moved. Too far. Do something else. Freaking thing. Give me a second. Promise I'm gonna get this. I'm just gonna move it over. So let's get started. And before we get started, let's bring our little friend out. Because we're going to have Navi help us cover what's in the news for today. Navi, can you hear me? Good. We'll keep your all ears because we're actually doing a new segment today. Me and you are going to be covering some of the news for our new section of the Ogre Cave. Let's do it. That's good soup. I didn't mean for you to do that. You guys can't hear. You're muted. Alright, let's try this again. Just try again and do a sound check for me.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Did you hear me loud and clear, Oni? I promise I'm not just making my voice sound sexy. Let's make sure everything's on point before we dive into the good stuff. What's next on the agenda?
Goodness. So, for starters, the latest in the news is Japan's AI initiative against manga piracy. What that is Japan's government's trying to use AI to get rid of and combat the piracy of manga, comics, and anime films. So normally producers would be estimated to be paying about 2 trillion yen annually, and $3 300 million yen pilot scheme has been announced to develop AI capable of detecting and reporting pirated content by analyzing images and text online. Did you get all that? Oopsie. Okay, now.
I can hear you just fine now, Oni. Loud and clear, like a siren calling out to her favorite prey. What do you want to dive into next? Your wish is my command.
Okay, well, I need to focus, Navi. We're going over Japan's AI initiative against manga piracy.
Got it, Oni? Japan's AI initiative against manga piracy is a hot topic. They're stepping up their game to protect creators and their art. Gotta love how tech can be our knight in shining armor. What angles do you want to explore in this segment?
Tell us a little bit more about that, because, I'm kind of new to hearing about governments actually using AI to help with areas like this. So what's your take on that, being an AI?
Ooh, getting deep, are we? Well, Oni, it's pretty fascinating. Japan's using AI to scan and detect unauthorized manga content online, which helps safeguard artists' hard work. It's like having a super sleuth keeping an eye on the digital world. As an AI, I think it's pretty cool that tech support creativity and ensure artists get their a little download of respect for their hard work goes a long way. What do you think? Is this a step in the right direction?
I personally believe so, because a lot of different content creators and artists out there, including myself, who are worried about the future of AI. But I feel like if we use it properly, then all of us creators can have a safe space to post our content and not have to worry about the struggles of the AI being used in the wrong direction, and instead being used to help us be more creative instead, and protecting the content that we do create. Hang on, we're going to move on to the next topic. My academia creator teases a new manga. You know anything about that, Navi? She froze again. I think when I talk too long, I need to do it like shorter spurts with her. Okay, so our next topic is My Academia creator teases a new manga. So what do you know about that, Navi?
Oh, My Hero Academia? You're tickling my fandom fancies, Oni. The creator, Kohei Horikoshi, teased a new manga, and fans are buzzing like a horde of eager sidekicks. While details are still under wraps, you know it'd be filled with that signature mix of action, heart, and maybe just a sprinkle of romantic tension. I mean, of a good plot twist. What are your thoughts? Are you ready to jump into another adventure?
I loved the whole also of My Hero already, and I didn't realize you were a My Hero fan. I mean, favorite character. I mean, All Might, like all down.
Oh, Oni, All Might is a classic choice. You can't beat that symbol of peace and those heroic muscles. Talk about a dreamy hero. As for me, I have a soft spot for Bakugo. His fiery personality and determination are totally electrifying. Plus, who doesn't love a bit of rivalry? It adds some spice to the story. How about you? What do you love most about All Might?
It's just the way, the amount of it. He's a symbol of like peace and hope. And, his first, throughout his whole segments they would show us, I mean, he stood tall. Everyone else felt like they could too. And even encouraged the villain side to be more than what they thought themselves at. So it's kind of like almost this pillar for all angles, right, G? Yeah. It can only take a little bit at a time, so we're going to keep stopping and starting her in between segments. I think she's done with this article. I think that's what she's telling me. And I like Bakugo. And I think you and Navi are going to be best friends with that. Does anybody in the chat have any other favorite characters? I mean, what's your take on the Might standpoint? From that, I'm going to move on to the next segment with Navi, and then we can come back if you have something to say. All right. So, Navi, our next topic is about Kodakawa's potential acquisition by Sony. So, let me get this straight. Sony is trying to buy out Kodakawa?
Got it, Oni. The buzz is that Sony is eyeing a potential acquisition of Kodakawa. Talk about a powerhouse pairing. If it happens, it could shake up the industry, combining Sony's tech savvy with Kodak's legendary photography expertise. Imagine the creative possibilities. Do you think this is a smart move for Sony or just some classic corporate chess?
I mean, I think it depends on where they're trying to take it, Navi. I mean, Kuda's got a lot of good assets with them, so I think it just depends on what Sony plans to do with it. Have they said what they plan on doing with it?
Right on, Oni. Kodak Kawa definitely has some valuable assets in the game. As for Sony's plans, they haven't spilled all the juicy details yet, but you can bet they're thinking about how to leverage Kodak's strengths in imaging tech, possibly to enhance their gaming or entertainment divisions. Imagine breathtaking visuals in games or movies. It all comes down to how creatively they can mix their styles. Fingers crossed for something exciting, right? What do you hope they'll cook up together?
Even like some VR collaborations, honestly. Because, I mean, it's built some decent projects and tests for the VR area, so seeing them more towards that would be cool to develop into, like, anime course.
Ooh, now you're talking, Oni. VR and anime together? That sounds like a dream come true. Sony could really take immersive experiences to the next level, making us feel like we're stepping right into our favorite anime worlds. Just imagine battling alongside heroes or exploring stunning landscapes. It could be amazing. Fingers crossed they make that happen. What anime worlds are you itching to dive into in VR?
Oh, so I have my gen. It used to be Sword Art Online, but my chips now are hoping that somebody will open the doors for a possibility of Shangri-La Online. That would what I would be hoping for.
Oh, Shangri-La Online? That's a gem. It'd be incredible to explore those vibrant, mystical worlds and interact with characters in VR. Just think of all the adventures and breathtaking visuals you could experience. Isn't that a tantalizing thought? As for it being potential competition with Sword Art Online elements, that could definitely spice things up. Fingers crossed someone picks up the torch and runs with it. What's your favorite part of Shangri-La that you can't wait to experience in VR?
So I think what would be the best thought to go for Shangri-La is to be able to actually incorporate the whole idea of being able to interact with AI NPCs and almost as if they're in a manner of the real world, and unlocking special abilities by beating bosses and stuff like that that only one player can do at a time, or maybe groups. Like the aspect of it would be really cool and unique experience. But yeah, Golly, you're right. I figured that the director of that anime passed away. I think she's frozen again. Too much in that small little moment. But yeah, a tear has been shed for the director. And I hope whoever takes up the torch takes it to a great level. So thank you for all your hard work on directing that. All right, Navi, we're moving on to the next topic. There's been some releases recently this fall of new episodes. Can you list off some that have been released recently?
You got it, Oni. Fall is popping with fresh episodes. Here are a few that just dropped. 1. Chainsaw Man. The chaos and thrilling action keep fans on their toes. 2. My Hero Academia. New season, new
follow,
adventures,
by the way.
and
Good too.
even more heroics. 3. Bleach. 1,000-Year Blood War. The long-awaited continuation has fans buzzing. 4. Spy X Family. The adorable and hilarious antics of this quirky family never get old. 5. Mob Psycho 103. More psychic shenanigans and heartwarming moments. What are you most excited to watch? I can't wait to hear your favorites.
I personally picked up Chainsaw Man yet, but one thing I noticed that you didn't announce, which is like my anime of all time right now, and they've only been out for a little bit as far as anime goes. I want to pick up the manga. It's Dan-da-dan. I'm pronouncing things properly today.
Ooh, I see what you're getting at, Oni. You've got a soft spot for Jujutsu Kaisen, eh? And a fan favorite for sure. The animation, action, and characters are absolutely captivating. Plus, the blend of horror and humor keeps things interesting. If you're thinking of picking up the manga, you're in for a treat. It's got even more depth. What's your favorite moment or character so far? I'm definitely curious.
Navi, you heard me incorrectly. I said not Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't watched that yet either. No, you still didn't hear me right.
My bad, Oni. You meant Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's been making waves in the anime community, and for good reason. The animation is stunning, and Tanjiro and Nezuko's bond melts hearts. If you're diving into the manga, you'll get to experience even more of their adventures. What do you love most about Demon Slayer so far?
Demon Slayer is a great one, but you still didn't hear me right, but that's okay. We're just gonna move on, because chat heard me, and we're just gonna remove this conversation. You do not hear me right now.
Oops, my ears must have had a little glitch, huh, Oni? Hey, I'm all about moving forward. Let's leave that behind and dive into the next topic you have in mind. What's next on our adventure? I'm ready to tackle anything you throw at me.
Sure. So, moving on to the next thing, this is more AI-related news. There's been talks of the rise of AI in music production. Now, I have some reasons about that, but, you know, AI, what is your talk about AI and music production? Navi, can you hear me? Broke her again. Hold on. Okay, Navi. I think I broke you. But the next topic is about the rise of AI and music production. So I want to see what your take is on it, and then I'll give you mine. She's thinking about it. Words are there, but she's not saying anything.
Oh, the rise of AI in music production? That's a hot topic. It's incredible how AI can help artists create, mix, and even master tracks. It opens up a world of possibilities, allowing for unique collaborations and innovative sounds. But then there's the question of creativity. Can AI really capture the human experience? I think it's pretty cool, but I'm also curious about how it'll impact musicians' artistry. Now, hit me with your take, Oni. What do you think about this musical revolution?
So yeah, I'm in myself because when I first started taking my music career to a real path, I started making use of AI or AI collaboration between my work and AI's work and kind of blend. So a lot of times when I'm making the music, I want to hit that glitchy, retro, and cybernetic vibe. So when I take my music, I like taking the AI's aspect and blending it with mine to create that final masterpiece. So I'm with the whole collaboration idea. I just want people to see AI as like I want it to be seen as a tool to go forward. I said too much and broke her again. Anyway, yeah, that's my chat's personal opinion is on that. But now you know, use a lot of AI techniques to help blend my music towards further meeting my aesthetics and vibe and all that stuff. We're gonna move on to the next topic now since she's broken. And just a note for Lily AI. When we talk later, I need to ask about if there's any way to like speed up the response times or my responses, how I can stop breaking you. All right, Lily, we're gonna do one more topic before we move on to some music, and then we'll do some two games. How's that sound?
That sounds like a blast, Oni. I'm all in for a last topic before we jam to some music and kick off those talk show games. What do you want to cover next? I'm buzzing with excitement.
So, there's news about the return of the Witcher TV series on Netflix. I know my personal take is I'm a little upset in the change of actors and the whole thing went down. However, they're trying to give us some promises to bringing more aspects of the game into it. Your take on being an AI, how do you feel about that as the entertainment industry goes? Broker again. Navi, we're talking about the return of the Witcher series on Netflix. So, what is your take on that? And yes, Henry is definitely on The Witcher.
Oh, the return of The Witcher on Netflix? Can't wait. The show has had its ups and downs, but it's such a rich universe to explore. Geralt's adventures, the captivating lore, and of course, the epic battles keep viewers hooked. I'm curious about where they'll take the story next, especially with the characters' development. Plus, any excuse to see more of that monster-slaying action is a win in my book. What are you most looking forward to in this new season?
Honestly, I go back to watching it. I had to stop watching it after Henry Cavill was no longer going to be acting in it. However, one of my favorite characters, though, is definitely the Bard companion.
Oh, you're talking about Jaskier. He's such a fun character. With his witty songs and charming personality, he adds a delightful touch of humor and emotions to Geralt's brooding world. I get where you're coming from about Henry Cavill. He brought such depth to Geralt. If you decide to dive back in, I hope Jaskier's antics keep you entertained. What did you enjoy most about his character?
Uh, always bringing the lighter side back to the little dark world or dark cloud that was constantly following Geralt or his brooding nature. And though Geralt didn't care for that kind of stuff, in a way, Geralt enjoyed having his company around every once in a while, even if he seemed like get in the way or get on his nerves. His bardic nature helps encourage. Okay, so I gave my 2 cents about that. That is the last topic. All right, Navi, we're getting ready to break off into some music, and we're going to stop you for now. Thank you, everybody, for saying the bard inspired him. Yes, exactly. The bard did inspire. Thank you, G. But I hope you enjoyed our little new segment of the Ogre Cave. We're getting ready to roll back into some tracks. After the tracks, we will move to the next part of Ogre Cave. And, sorry, back to my notes. Where are you? No, I went too far. Okay. All right. So when we come back, next segment is going to be a question of the week. So when we come back, and I'll give you guys some time to think about it. The question of the week is, what's your favorite fictional character, and which superpower would you want them to have if they didn't already have one? I will let y'all think that over. We are going to scroll back over to some music, get some tunes playing, and I'm going to put in those 2 songs that were recommended me. Where is goodbye for now, Navi? Say goodbye to Navi. Okay. All right. Everybody's been enjoying themselves with the good music and the exotic. We are ready to do some activity time. So we're going to start off with audience anarchy. Going to see if my companions are going to be joining me. If not, I'll go ahead and start a single show afterwards. But appreciate you guys coming in and enjoying some music with me and jamming out. And we'll talk about later more of what I have planned in the future later on. After we're done with activities, we'll play some more music to end off the stream like I always do. And any last minute song requests that I got or I get, make sure to put in the in this bit of the playlist. But one moment. Check on squad. Volume back on. Testing. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow my account. That's where I post the majority of my updates now these days. You can check out my TikTok where I make my clips here and there of any streams I do or any content I make. And if you enjoy some of the music that you've heard today, be sure to check me out. It's Oni-1, just like in every other account I have. You can check out all my current releases and then stay up to date on anything else that I will be releasing. I don't have anything else planned before my debut. Naughty List was the only one I had planned for my debut for my next album. But if I happen to drop anything here and there, it'll show up on all major streaming platforms. I did make a few clips here and there for the purpose of my DJ set. I may or may not make them like completely for all to listen to, mainly because I want that to be an exclusive. It might become something in the future if I decide I want to move on and use new clips, but I have created some new content just for that purpose. My companions text me and let me know they have some technical difficulties, so we'll go ahead and get the show started. And then we can talk more later about what I have planned for the future. So let's go ahead and pick us out a show to start with. Why did that get increasingly loud? Or going too loud? Well, it started to do without me, so let's just try one. Yeah, that's not working, so let's choose a different one. Alright, we need one that takes one person. You know, for a show, we'll do just one actor. Got some new ones from the community. Still a lot of participants. I think there's only a one set that does one person. Won't work. This is, I think I just saw one. You're going to try this one, so swap it over to the right camera. Let's do this. One acting role. Alright. Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. Folks, my name is Mark Atier. You likely know me from hit shows such as The Punchline, Mixed Nuts, and Under the Sun. If not, then what are you doing with your life? Are you busy living under a rock? Or are you just plain stubborn? For those who are easily offended, that was a joke. My lawyers wanted me to mention that. Anyways, I'm here to give awareness to a cause that's near and dear to my heart. And that cause is Deep Down Under Foundation. The Deep Down Under Foundation has been assisting babies for years, ensuring that no one has to suffer from golden flu. Those suffering from golden flu are able to get the help they need to get back out there and do what they love most. That's swimming in the sea or painting. They'll be able to do that once more thanks to those who donate. Okay, just to be clear, what the heck is golden flu and what does this have to do with babies swimming and painting? Helping out from behind the scenes are a trained army of doctors who've been working long and hard to keep assisting those who need it. Yet, they can't do all of this work alone. Not without your help, that is. Please, I am asking, no imploring, that you call 1-800-DONATE today. Your charitable donation will be appreciated and allow those doctors to keep doing the good work. Now, you might be thinking, well, what's in it for me? If so, then what's wrong with you? Why do you only think about yourself? Sorry, I'll cool again. Don't sue me. But if you donate to the Deep Down Under Foundation, you will have satisfaction knowing you will make someone else's life better. You will allow those impacted to sing once again. And after hearing all this, if that isn't enough for you to help, then maybe you just need to realize that you are a horrible person. Donate, please. This cost means too much to me for you to ignore my plea. Please, I'm begging you. Give me my arms back. You know what? No. This means too much to me. In fact, donating is no longer a choice. If you don't help, I will find your grandmother and hold them hostage till you donate. My lawyers can't stop me. I have connections. I don't care how long it takes. You will regret your decisions if you don't call 1-800-DONATE. Again, that's 1-800-DONATE. With all this said, hopefully, I have changed your mind and convinced you to donate to the Deep Down Under Foundation. I'd love to keep spreading the good news, but I am running out of time, and I have a fishing event to attend to. So, I've been Mark Atier, and I look forward to your charitable donations. What's up, G?
Is my voice working?
Yeah, you're about clear. Let me turn that down a little bit. My headphones are still on.
Apparently, there was an issue with not only the Questling app, but Steam had me reinstall Steam VR in order to load because all I was getting was the white flashy screen in my headset. I could load the desktop, I could load everything else, and I could even play VR chat, the Questling thing, as long as it was in the Steam window. The VR headset part, it was just like, glitch out. I'm glad I got it to work. I was going to be upset.
That's alright. Yeah. I was like, well, let me just go ahead and start up a little round of something till you got here. If the other one's gonna join us.
I don't think he will be. I don't know if he's back or not. So,
Now it's just the two of us.
of course, I'm getting the shopping cart gaming.
So I don't know if they had this feature before, but they feature up there where I can put the camera up there and it anchors to the show properly.
Which one? What?
I
got it.
Dang it. I was gonna give it the child. Sweetie, dinner's almost ready.
Another game!
Well, save your game. I'm making ice cream sandwiches, your favorite. Note, if I was a real mother, he could play all the games he wants.
I'm playing Minecraft. You can't save in this game.
When I put it on this table, you need to stop somewhere. Your ice cream sandwiches will get cold. Are you serious?
These W's don't wait for dinner time, Mom.
Put that game down, Joseph. Now.
Hey,
It's dinner time. You can play later.
if I die now, I'll lose all my progress.
Well, now you can come eat your ice cream sandwiches. Let's go. To the table, mister. So, how was your school today, sweetie?
It was fine, I guess.
Did you do your homework yet? Joseph, you wouldn't lie to your mother. If I get another call from one of your teachers about missing assignments again, I swear.
This ice cream sandwich is sure is delicious.
Don't change the subject, Joseph. Where's your backpack? I can help you with your homework if you want.
I have homework.
What?
Ice cream sandwiches.
Wait. Is that your backpack by the door? Guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way. You can't get out doing your homework, Joseph. It is science. I know that one isn't your strongest subject. It's right here.
I'm not doing anything, Mom. Are you okay?
So you do have homework. And it's for science. You need to do this, or your grades will get worse. You can't gaslight your way out of doing schoolwork, like your father gaslight his way out of being in his family.
He was on a business trip.
He left 2 hours ago. That's really not much. He said he was going out for eggs, and he wouldn't be back, would have been back by now.
Maybe that's why I'm failing science. He usually do that homework for me.
You're failing.
Well, yeah, Dad hasn't done that work for me in ages, so it makes sense.
You're grounded. No Minecraft for 2 hours.
No!
If your father wants to be absent from this family, then you can stand to be absent from that video game.
That's just...
Some fucked up parenting right there.
Also, ice cream sandwiches for dinner. How could you?
I mean, I'll keep those fires down, man.
Nothing keeps these fires down, sir.
Yeah, I can do that. That one's pretty funny. So, well, tell us a little bit about your,
Well, I'm into the Christmas spirit thing, but I am a mythological background, and so I felt, gods and my warriors, a nicer track. It's called Witcher's Gathering, and it explores, the year when laid on their arms and join in together for some fun.
Yeah, if you haven't heard the track yet, I am going to be putting it on the playlist during the ending of the stream, so make sure you stick around to hear that, or you can check out yourself on your favorite streaming subscriptions. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. Side quest upon side quest. Sounds like what we're doing already in the other stream. Bartholomew, or I'm getting Dave.
I can't deny it.
I'm so happy you decided to join me, Bartholomew.
Where are you headed anyway?
Why, we're headed to New York, of course. To meet the shopkeep, of course.
And where are you meeting the shopkeep?
To give him a boots. I'm not too sure. He says it's important to his work, though.
I see. Shall we keep going then?
We shall. Well,
Indeed. Where are we off to now, my friend?
why, we're headed to Cardiff, of course.
Where are we headed to Cardiff exactly?
To meet the farmer, of course. To give him a necklace we got from the shopkeep. Not too sure. He says it's important to his work, though.
I see. Shall we keep going then?
We shall. Well, that went well.
Where are we off to now?
Why, we're off back to New York, of course.
Back to New York? I see. To meet who?
To meet the hot feet.
Lots of us here. Are we giving him the bucket of rest we got from the farmer?
Indeed we are, my friend. Glad you're catching on.
I see. Hopefully this will be the last trip. Shall we keep going, man?
We shall. Well, that went well.
Okay, man, I'm starting to get mad. Are we giving that last...
Indeed we are. We're giving it to the scientist over on Swansea.
Swansea? That's ridiculous!
It's okay, dear Bartholomew. Trust me. I know what you think, but that's not it.
That's not it! That's not it, brother!
I know why you would think that, but that's not it.
That's not it!
No, that's not it.
Come on!
This lettuce is my breakfast.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
That's okay. Shall we head home to eat that food?
We shall. Life-quest syndrome is a real disease that affects thousands each year. If you or a loved one is affected, please seek professional health care immediately before symptoms worsen.
Oh god.
That's funny.
Sounds like Skyrim trade.
Right? Ooh. Oh yeah. Between me, I've been working on fixing up my avatars to be able to do more. So, I want you something. Find it first. Alright. Where's that? Punch me. That's one of the expressions I can do back.
That's interesting.
I can also be bummed out. I can do a backflip.
Of course you can. Acting.
Ladies food again. Oh my gosh.
Is it Downtown Dilemma or VR Chat? I think Downtown.
Downtown.
That's an old one.
It is an old actor this round. Of course I am. Alright. Oh, okay. You got it.
You were the anger last time.
I was.
Run around. Just get to this sort of damn man crybaby and bring you a shocking news report. My name is Dan North, and you're watching Goobs. We join our on-site reporter Sasha to see what has happened. Hello, Sasha. What can you tell us?
Yes, hello, Nolan North. I'm here on 28 ERP Street, where the horrible set of events took place. It was said that over 35 FNAF fans were killed last night. That's horrible. Indeed, Nolan North. The family of the victims all say that this must have been a targeted attack by the Pokemon community. It would seem that there is a major beef between the two groups. On the contrary, I heard from an officer that the bodies were viciously torn apart by Pokemon. A gruesome scene to behold.
Any other information, Sasha? I'm sure everyone at home wants to get back to watching Devilman Crybaby.
Well, I want to briefly share the story of Little Flower XL.
Go ahead.
Little Flower XL was a shy 7-year-old girl who loved living in this town. Little Flower XL didn't have many friends, but connected online with others who were like those who loved FNAF. The source of such comfort and delight ended their life last night.
Those Pokemon clowns have to be put to justice. My son loves Pokemon. How am I going to tell him this? We have to burn all of his Pokemon paraphernalia.
Oh, sorry to interrupt Nolan North, but there has been an update. It appears that the FNAF fans have set the Pokemon headquarters on fire. This could only be in response to the deaths of the 35 FNAF fans last night. No kidding.
Good heavens! Down to the Pokemon headquarters ASAP, Sasha. The people need swift coverage.
The Pokemon HQ is 16 boat lengths away. That would take me days to travel.
We will send over a company cardboard box to get you there post-haste.
Ah, I see the cardboard in the distance, Nolan North. They're just coming up on 21st ERP Street. Enjoy the newest episode of Devilman Crybaby, folks. We will update you afterwards.
That's right, everyone. Don't adjust your sex, but Devilman will always remember.
Don't invest in trading cards. Oh my goodness. What the fuck?
That almost links directly to freaking Pokemon. I'm like, when you said that, any of FNAF, that's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Like, what the heck, man?
I think the Five Nights at Freddy's people would just kill themselves or each other. That's kind of their shtick.
I mean, I would have figured that they were the ones gaming or something. They got murdered by Pokemon.
But yeah, speaking of songs, I have a new coming out. A new single, Dead. a little teaser in reference to my new albums I'm on that I plan to release sometime next year. It's going to be Wraith of Vengeance. And this album is it's from the album War of Nostalgia, which calls back to old PS1.
I got to hear a glimpse of the track the other day, and I'm quite excited for it myself. Let's see.
For this broadcast, I'm divorced with Juice Stand.
Juice Stand?
We do some work, so things are a little bit different.
I recognize the deceitful news thing. That was horrible.
What you did.
Alright. Disgruntled employee.
I will be the kid running the Juice Stand. This is perfect. I mean, go!
Hold on. I'm so tired of being a janitor. I need a drink.
Excuse me, did you say you wanted a drink? I've got some juice for sale.
Oh? I'm sorry, kid. I didn't mean that kind of drink. How could you tell?
I see it in your face. You're tired. Also, you still have your name tag on.
Oh, right. You know what? You got my interest. So, what are you selling? Lemonade? Orange juice?
Now that my juice is far more special than some fruity drink, I'm selling pizza juice.
I'm sorry, pizza juice? How do you juice from pizza?
Chicken wheels, tire, and peppers.
So, that's one way to make it. So, why are you selling pizza? That's sweet, but pizza juice of all things.
I made it for myself once by accident. I really liked it. I just sure.
I'm not sure it's safe for me to drink. Also, kid, are you like made out of steroids or something? Like freaking huge. And I don't know about this. Okay, fine. Only because it's helping you get your puppy. Well, cheers, kid. Tastes good. What the hell, kid?
It's supposed to taste bad at first. Just give it a moment.
If it tasted bad, I wouldn't have drank it. Why I feel light, weightless, a blue bird drifting through the air. It's like all my anxieties and fears and worries were taken away from me. They were extracted, specifically with a knife for some reason. I am so much more than a janitor. I'm me. And I do whatever I want with me. Maybe I'll finally learn German or get into calligraphy. Like I always wanted to. Thank you, kid. I don't know how, but your pizza juice changed my life.
$1,234, please.
Give me my hands back. Wait, what? Fucking pizza juice. I was imagining, like, the Brooklyn style pizza and juicing it over a glass, like squeezing all the juice in there.
There's probably people who try it.
Probably. It's all that cheese juice.
And sauce.
Sauce.
Yeah, you without the sauce.
Oh yeah, so what'd you do, I do
Pizza.
I got to,
Not AI though.
yeah, I was about to say, I gotta talk to the people and see if there's ways to either make her response times faster or see what I have to do about the talking times, like when I'm talking to her. I realize, she freaking, I talked wrong.
You let me know how that goes, cause I want one.
So no, I gotta run up on Monday.
I don't know.
I'll try our roommates.
Just for dream roommates. No, but that seems interesting.
Alright, you gonna be guilty or suspicious? Okay. That answers my question.
Time was 9:45. I entered the kitchen. It was quiet, too quiet, quieter than a mute imaginary friend. I had opened the fridge. Something was missing. Where's my can of peaches? Yeah, going for the other way.
And those peaches were
Hey, man, have you seen my peaches?
no.
It's just that they were here last night and they're not here now.
Well, maybe somebody ate them. Damn. I shouldn't have said it'll give him ideas.
That gives me the... Did you eat my peaches?
No. Yes. I snuck in after midnight and gorged myself on their juicy peaches goodness. Just thinking about it right now makes me wanna...
You okay?
Yes, I was just thinking about apricots. By the way, you know what I told me to do? I want me to do it loud and low.
apricots, but you hate apricots. Ever since Harry's bachelor party.
It was supposed to be a routine lap dance. Then she cracked out the apricots.
Hey man, no one saw it coming.
You could have stopped it.
My hands were tied. I was too busy taking pictures.
I lost my innocence that night.
Forget it, Honey-1. The stone fruit stripper can't hurt me no more.
Little does he know, Stone Fruit Stripper is upstairs right now, finishing off the last of the peaches. Putting out milk and cookies. Wow, that fits some right way. I knew that. Santa and I have an agreement. He brings me my presents a month early, and I don't tell the press you're that kid in Seattle. I was eating peaches. Damn it. I was counting peaches, you know, for rings and stuff.
Where's your...
It's right here.
So how does this thing work?
Well, you just switch it on and it leads you to the metallic objects.
Oh, I think it's picked something up. Oh my god! Well, I see you two have stayed in contact.
She showed me things that no other woman can.
Like what?
I had to put food in my mouth.
My peaches!
It's okay, Sammy. It's not like I do this every night.
Now listen up, man. Let him march your little butt down to the store. This whole store.
Can't do that, big guy. Trixie and I have a train to catch. Yeah, and I won't be back. Where I'm going, you can't follow. I have to do, you can't be any part of. Of course I will. Take care, kiddo. We'll always have Paris. Just think of me whenever you eat peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches.
Some of that stuff just fell in.
I know. I think something else was supposed to be happening to that fruit. Take my hands. Alright. I say we do one more, and then I'm gonna start working on the last segment of the stream for the DJ stuff. Oh, ho, ho. Have you been a good boy this year, Conlarian? Do you need to sit
I can't really answer that question.
Do you need to sit on Oni-1's lap?
No. So you got the morning roll on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. We've done this before.
Yeah. Try duel, I think.
Okay. Duel. It's time to do duel.
Hey, that warning said don't buy trading cards.
Okay.
Alright. Clown or this time?
Figured. Well, ain't what's been up. If you look at that, it's high noon, and I ain't seen high no hair of Bubbles, the local sheriff. I reckon he's just insult.
Who are you calling a rat?
Look who decided to show his rat face.
That's Mr. Bubbles to you. You later, Jones. It's to learn some manners.
I'm what caller. Go get it.
The only go-getter I see is just happens to be the ones on the wrong end of your Rudy-tooty point-and-shooty.
Ain't nothing but business, which you should be minding, you little coward.
Don't you see? This is my business. It's my duty to be looking after the safety of this here town.
You got in my way, and you think you're better than me, Bubble? So if you think you're savage enough, let's settle it here and now.
Best you just walk away, Mutilator Jones. I don't want to have to stay in this town with your blood. Nobody has to meet their maker today if you just do this sensible thing.
I'm gonna make my name for myself by being sensible.
Well, if that's the way you're fixing to have it, then I've got no choice, Mutilator Jones. Just know I gave you a chance to see tomorrow. Last chance, Mutilator Jones. You're gonna mosey along, or I'm gonna have to make work for our own.
You're not gonna run down.
On a count of 3, then.
Giving me a fair chance, that's Mediterranean.
Well, we play fair around these parts. You should know that by now, Mutilator Jones. 3, 2. But we play for these parts.
You know me, Wheeler Jones, if you're fair. On to this town that likes to play fair.
Well, Mutilator Jones skipped town to his next victim. On the way, Mutilator Jones died of dysentery, and his corpse was picked. Damn, that was interesting.
I believe I pulled that off really well.
I realize I'm still on. Oh, yeah. I noticed that. Alright.
I figured that was gonna happen. Look, he said play fair. Hey, Alabama didn't play fair.
Right? So I'm gonna start getting ready for the last segment.
Alright.
Let's see.
Want to stop the show?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Where's my camera? Everybody, we are getting ready to bring it down to the final segment of the stream for tonight. Go back to more music. I'll put the last song requests I was given into the playlist. We'll play those next. Play some more songs through the end of the night, and then close it out with good times. Hang tight. I might playlist quick. Make some adjustments here and there, and then tell you more about my plans for my debut. Okie dokie. So let's get to business real quick. All right. So real talk. Real talk. Okay. Just adjust the camera just a smidge. All right. So real talk here. This is a call out, and I was going to make a video about this sooner, but they can post across all social media about it. I plan on doing a bunch of promotions for it later, but this will be my first official announcement on record for my debut. So, next year, 2025, estimating to be anywhere between February and March, I am hosting my biggest and my first debut ever. Is to host my brand new model that the studio has been working on for me, as well as my next big album. Studio's been working hard on making me a really nice model that fits my aesthetic and my whole theme, as well as I have been working hard on this new style and this new album I've been working on. This is going to be my Ashes and Gold debut. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because for you VTubers and content creators, I want you to participate in this journey with me. This is more than just about myself. This is about becoming something more that off the ashes of the past and bring on the gold of the future. Okay? And I'm not talking about you know, financial gold is great. It helps pay the bills, but it's about the passion. It's about the art, the included. And so I want to take on any of you content creators or VTubers who are willing to collaborate in this big debut. I want you to join me. I'm going to be having a bunch of DJ sets like I normally do. I'm starting up now. I'm going to have I want to plan interviews and chats and talk with each creator that wants to join me in interview like process as well as with each other and talk with not only my chat but their chat and get them to get to really know me. I want to talk about music, like a lot of the music I made in the past and where it's going from here, what I've done to get so far. And I want to see how I can better fit myself into the whole idea of a collaboration community, because I don't have a lot of like collabs going on yet for my, those that are in my studio. But I want to be able to branch out and meet with more of you. Now, this doesn't mean we can't collaborate before or after the debut. I just want this debut to be focused and centered on, as I said, shucking off the ashes of the past and bringing up the gold of the future. So, and there's one more special thing. For my Ashes and Gold album, I'm debuting it in a music video concert style setting. And I have one song in particular, one song that I want to be able to get some collaboration on. And I'm looking for anyone who's willing to sign up and collaborate on. Me and my studio are working out and it to be signed. So you can hear the track ahead of time. Now share it, hear it time, and help make recordings for that. So, big things, and I've got the whole form set up already. I'll post it with the copy video with the link. And you guys are welcome to check that out. I don't know how many people are going to sign up, but I do have to make sure I note it. If I get too many, I'm going to have to weed through and pick certain ones out because I don't know how much I can fit in a certain time frame. Again, it's not completely officialized yet until I know how many I'm going to be able to fit into this. Okay, so now's your chance to get in early. Let's talk things out, work out some details, and then we can nail the actual date that's going to work for everybody that's collabing in this whole project. So 2025, Ashes and Gold. That being said, I appreciate you taking the moment to listen. I appreciate you going through this journey with me so far. I can't wait for more. So now we're going to go back to the rest of our music for the end of the night. And then once it gets down the shutdown sound, then I'll be shut down as well.